Hey guys, I'm Master Builder, also known as Joe, and today I'm going to be playing War Thunder. Now, War Thunder is a game that I believe originated as just plains combat, and it's a really, well, it's unique in its own ways. For one thing, the health system is different from other games that I've seen. It's gotten very the creators have done their best to make it as realistic as possible. And it's not just planes. They also have some nations, not Japan apparently. Germany's got to have tanks. Germany has tanks. Tanks. And I believe there are also, like this, yep, there are flak cannons, ground flak cannons to shoot down planes in combat. And I play as Japan right now. I'm just gonna cue us into battle. I play as Japan, and I've actually gone for bombers. And I do need to go down a fighter line to unlock, I believe, tier 4 bombers and such. Because you need, instead of going down a straight tech line, which you have to do for some planes, hold on. Instead of going down a single tech line, you also have to have a certain number of vehicles unlocked in the same tier to buy vehicles on the next tier. So what I've just done is I've taken a tier 1 Japanese bomber. It's the second one down the line. And because it has 5 gunners and no player-controlled guns, 4 of them are on the top and 1 is on the back. So I like to take it down to really low altitude and just coast the ground while my gunners shoot up. And usually also, if people try to come down from higher altitudes at me, they crash into the ground around me. Which is just, you know, bonus. If you see where my reticle is, these are ground targets. At the bottom left you can see counter. I believe in this battlefield, basically, the more ground targets you have, the higher your bar is at the top. If your bar goes all the way down any game mode, then you lose. Oh, and there go my gunners. Dropping bombs. Also, I do understand that the game has if you hit V, the game allows you to switch to camera modes, including rear gunner, where I can actually shoot my gunners, but I prefer piloting. I think the AI shoot, even though they're horrible at aiming. Okay, so 2 ways you can die in this game. If at the bottom left you see my plane, well, you see an outline of my plane. And components sort of have their own health. Hold on. Components sort of have their own health, and the more damage components become, the less they perform until they become broken. What you saw there was my fuselage broke. So one way for you to die is, obviously, your plane falls apart by components breaking, but there's no specific health bar for the entire plane. Another way is your pilot being shot out, which is usually the way fightercraft die. I believe. You can't hold me to that. Or something like a wing or an engine falls off, and you simply lose control eventually and crash. If you die in that way, the credit of the kill is given to the person who destroyed the component that ultimately created your crash. I'm not sure exactly how it is allowed. Just trying to dodge. So if you see at the left, bottom left, my left wing is pretty damaged, and my fuselage is also damaged. If you didn't know, the fuselage is the main hull, the central piece that the cockpit's usually a part of. Usually. You off my back for a minute. Both my engines are fine. So also at the top left, you see a counter next to BMB. Your guns and bombs actually reload. You don't completely run out, I don't think. What did I lose? I lost my left wing. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Left wing completely fell off. So if I was very high up, my plane would start falling, and I would fall a bit down, and then my pilots would jump out. But in that case, I was very low to the ground, and I just hit the ground, got the crash, and got immediately set back to the respawn. And I guess that is... I didn't look at my bombs. But that is something to mention, that the game does have respawns. Sort of. You can take, I believe, 10 planes into battle, and planes can have what's called backup vehicles, which you may have seen when I was loading in there. The plane I just died with had a backup version, and those backup vehicles, you can use the same plane multiple times in one battle. I believe it's actually only twice in one battle, and the extra backup vehicles you're not allowed to use after that. Have to make these bombs count. Just kill these ground forces in front of me. Oh, please hit. Good. Try to give you guys a my tail gun review, but they blew up before I could really aim. Oh yeah, that's another thing. G-forces. I believe you can kill your crew by pulling too many Gs, you know, sharp turns, and actually moving too quickly as well can do it. What you just heard there was one of my was my bottom gunner. This plane actually has one tail gunner and 2 guns on the bottom, which I can, well, you see one shooting, the other one's at the front. My bombs are going to respawn soon, so where are the ground targets? I see him. Is that just one? It is. I guess the rest are being destroyed. Would my gunner be shooting at this low in altitude? Someone's asking to report for team killing. May have been an accident though, so I'm not going to unless it's repeated. I'm looking at the mini-map right now at the top right for more ground targets, and now I see them right on my reticle. So I got 1 bomb left. Let's hope I can take out 2 ground targets. Which doesn't really add up. Okay, he's not going for me. Oh, by the way, if you middle click, you can select your target. These guys still alive? They are. Let's see, 2 of them on my mini map. At least 2. Right there, they are. If you hold scroll wheel and WS and front arrow, forward arrow, and back arrow. Oh, okay. Someone killed the rest of them. They all control throttle. If you push the throttle over 100, it'll say WEP. I'm not sure what that stands for. 2 badges. Multi-strike. Alright, just gonna queue us for another battle. What was I saying? I shouldn't have stopped talking. Okay. Ground strike light vehicle. What you see here, plane spawns. It doesn't show bomber spawns right now. These. Okay. You didn't get to see it, but it was flak. There were flak cannons. Those are, well, they're flak. They're anti-air. And basically, both teams have 2 sets of ground forces that are supposed to attack the enemy flak, but as you saw by the crosshair, they're going to meet in the middle and hopefully engage each other. They stop moving. Yeah, those are the ground forces. Just gonna pull down. I turn off my throttle when I'm doing this, that way I'm not speeding up so quickly that I'll destroy the aircraft. Because I haven't learned to aim ahead enough with bombing so to be confident enough to drop bombs from the high altitude that I spawn and hit. I mean, it's possible, but I'm not going to try with ground units just because it's so... I mean, the ground units follow not a straight path, although it is a straight path on the mini-map. Get about 200 above the ground. Altitude is ALT at the top left. I lost the ground targets. There they are, right in front of me. And there are all my gunners. 1 kill, 2 kills, lots of hits. Kill assist. My gunner's got an assist. Gonna fly back until my bombs respawn. There goes a control surface, which is what I really need to maneuver. Can't stay still. Gotta remember that. Nope. What'd they take out? Plane burnt down, my fuselage or something was destroyed by the fuel fire. Got fuel tanks in my wings. I don't know who designed that, but I don't like it. 250 pounds. This game does have game modes that don't have ground units, where it sort of hold the aerospace above a certain point or below a certain point. It also has game modes where there are bases that you have to bomb before you can kill the before you're supposed to kill ground units, or after. I'm not sure how that game mode works. But right now we're losing this one because ground units have bumped up to 22 to 17, which means I'm not doing my job. Pull down to 150, 200. Come on, tail gunner, or side gunner. Basically what I'm doing with this weird bombling, instead of actually changing direction, well, I am changing direction, but I'm moving my aim ahead reticle. Because when you have controllable guns, you have a target reticle that shows you where to aim ahead of them to hit them. So if I'm constantly changing it before their shots actually hit where they were told to hit, then they don't hit me. Looking for those ground targets. Are they in that fire? No, they're further. I think I'm losing my right engine. No, it's just my right wing. No! Drop all the bombs! Drop all the bombs! It won't let me. Where were the ground targets? Doesn't show me. Aw. Would love to drop the bombs before I... Again, going for the 10 100 pound, not the 2 500 pound. So there are a group of few ground targets, shouldn't there be? They were inside that fire. Dang it. Throttle down. Actually, my gunner's up below. I might as well stay at this altitude until I actually get there. So when I hear that sound, usually I just turn off my throttle, can pull up and I'll lose so much speed that it won't matter. Where'd you go? That was my previous crash, so I'm right on it. Yeah, I know we're losing. Stayed here for too long. I'm gonna go after different targets, spot them, and then don't look away. There they are. Whoa! Oh. So you see, he got a shot right into my cockpit, killed my pilot. So now I'm down to fightercraft and these reserves, which I'll only use if I'm out of fightercraft. These are the 3 starter fightercraft for Japan. They have a single forward armament. They're also pretty maneuverable. Basically, I believe you only have to reload your guns if you overheat them. But I'm not positive on that, so I'm not going to. You know, you can't hold me to it. I'm gonna help. Don't know why he's green. I believe it assigned us to the same assault team or squad or whatever. Speaking of assault teams, I was planning on playing Heroes and Generals instead of this for the infantry. And if you don't know what Heroes and Generals is, it's a good game. You should look it up. But sorry, it has that target reticle that I was talking about when I was trying to dodge with my bomber. Thing with Heroes and Generals is the game plays in multiple tabs. So it has one window where the game engine is being shown, where not the game engine, the console. One window where you have your inventory screen where you can manage your troops' equipment and such, and the third screen would be the actual combat zone. So if I started the recording inside the inventory screen, where you probably should, then you wouldn't be able to see. Hold on, pull down. Then you wouldn't be able to see the combat gameplay when I start in, because perhaps my recording software records the window. So if I tab out of this game, start watching a YouTube video, you'd still see the game. If I close the game, the recording would stop. So another thing with that is if I start recording inside the combat, then as soon as the match ended, I wouldn't have a choice. It would just end the recording. You were trying to kill me. Aww. So that's a great example of a wing falling off. So you can sort of control the plane, but eventually you're going to crash. So I'm trying to fight it, but this is just uncontrollable, and the game ended before I hit the ground. So I'm probably going to do one more match of this, but I think my voice is being drowned out by the combat. Oh, each vehicle has its own miniature tech tree, where you can upgrade parts. What did I just research? Okay, ammo for... basically you can change the ammo types of what each turret, or yeah, if each gun has. I'm just going to research improved engine, because that gives me, at the bottom, 7 km to max speed, gives me extra climb rate, and it reduces turn time. So first, game options, sound. By the way, I turned off the music. I thought I turned off the music to avoid copyright, but I'm not entirely sure. Which kind of scares me now, because that would be like 18.5 minutes of wasted time. Well, I got some experience and such in the game, but it's not as fun. Alright, so this next battle is 2 sets of ground forces on each team that are going to go at each other. How many? That's a lot of ground forces. So I want many bombs. Set you up times 4. I'll take the times 12. To battle. Oh, also you can choose the amount of fuel. Forgot to mention that. This canyon area is great because they can only come at me from certain angles when I'm doing my low to the ground. My low to the ground bombing. Destroy the enemy aircraft. Oh, that's the goal? Well, I can get extra points for killing ground targets, but I'm gonna have to focus on that then. Interesting. Oh, there are bases. Okay. Okay. I can do that. Yep, there's a base. I want to kill that. Now I wish I took big bombs and stayed at high altitude, but I can always do that in another plane. Preferably the one that takes 500-pound bombs, 2 of them, with most of its gunners underneath. But this will be the last match of the episode. A little afraid this A20G either doesn't see me or doesn't care. Start throttling now. Oh, what do you see? Oh, is it tail gunner? Is. Oh, he's out of gun range. What about bombs? Hold down. Need all 12 of these to be hits. I got my bombs away. Let's see how much I do. Base damage. I'm gonna take this one in first. Wait, didn't... Yeah, I'm gonna take this one in first. That way the enemy forces may be a little less powerful by the time I get to this one, because they've lost their best planes. We're staying at high altitude. I'm going to use this one. This is the bomb aim. Actually, I'm not sure exactly how the aim works with that. But, I believe the bombs will hit where that tiny reticle is. The one that I keep moving. Let's hope so. Just gonna try to speed up. Where am I? Fourth, I can pull down to 350. Just for the extra speed. Don't want to overheat my engines. Where did that base go? Someone destroy it? Aw, dang it, someone destroyed it. Okay, then we have to go deeper into enemy territory. Just gotta watch out for that H6K and anyone who spawns in front of me. I should be climbing, not falling. Really hope those will be hits, because I got a guy right under me. Should probably help out this ally. Who's on here? You are. Alright. There we go, gunners. Oh, you're on me now. Oh, base damage plus 22. Got hits. So I guess that is how the bomb... Oh yeah, look at all that, how far the health bar went. That circle outside the target, that's the health bar. 11 seconds. Let's see if I can go in for another run. One of our bases. One of their bases. Oh, get off my tail. I don't like that. Gotta get this. Let's hope. Oh yeah, that was spot on. Got 3 of them on me? 4? 4. 3. How much damage did I do? About half. Could use some help right now. Anybody? Allies? Enemies? You know, if you rammed your own team, that's okay, as long as it's not my own team that I'm talking to. Come on, Chogun. Just trying to keep their target reticle off of me. Well, actually, it's always on me, but, you know, change my velocity by the time it hits where it's there to aim ahead. Nope. P-36G Hawk. Now's the time to take you and some 500-pound bombs. Wait, that's a Navy bomb? Navy type. I want this one. To battle. Oh, that base health is going down. I might not get there in time. Yeah, that... What kind of plane are you? Did I read that right? Yeah, Buford. I don't see him. Oh, zone destroyed. Objective complete. Well, I was about to drop my bombs for the extra maneuverability, but let's kill some ground targets. Which are all over here. Wait. Oh, there's a final base to destroy. Ooh, tempting targets. I'm going for this because I don't know if the actual airfield is destroyable. But it's fun to bomb planes that either land or are about to take off on it. Since I have no gunners underneath, I'm gonna do this at low altitude. Come on, front gunner. Front gunner. Yeah, who cares? Get me low. Bombs away. Bombs away. Bombs away. Did I fly over all of them? Yeah, I did. Luckily, this thing's maneuverable. You two, at least one of you are gonna die. Bombs away. Now, I got maneuver. This is where I learned to keep their reticle off me, just because look at how quickly I can change. Also so low to the ground. Not tail gunners having a blast. What am I going to do about this mountain? Yep, he hit me. I guess he was out of ammo before. Kinda wish I had players that had the option to put players in those tail guns, or in all those guns. That way the AI is programmed to aim badly, but I know that they would use the target reticle properly. But, you know, they could be worse than the AI, but usually that'd be on purpose unless they remove the target reticle. Research all modifications to... Huh. Purchase. Flight performance. I like survivability. For this plane, anyway. Alright, well, that is the end of the episode. Let me just put the X-ray on so you can... Just to show you there are fuel tanks in these wings. Anyway, I have been Master Builder Joe. Please like, comment, favorite, subscribe, all that fun stuff that YouTube allows you to do. And goodbye.